Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back. This is Daily Trading Analysis with a quick market update for today, Wednesday, 4th of October. Today we got a bunch of economic data, quite interesting day. First, we are going to review the 30-year mortgage rate that continues higher, 7.53, higher from the 7.41, and obviously applications minus 6%, pushing down from the minus 1.3%. Refinance keep there because people are still looking for deals, better rates, but overall the 30-year mortgage continues going up. Apart from that, let's talk about employment. ADP employment change got super low reading from the 180,000. We were expecting a little bit of decrease to 153,000, and we got not even 90,000 change in the private sector. So really interesting reading. And then the PMI, S&P Global Composite PMI, basically flat from the previous one for the composite, and for the services a little bit of decrease. Remember that services is the sticky part of inflation. So nice reading. We were expecting exactly that, 50.1, 50.2, 50. So really nice readings. And finally at 10 a.m. ISM services PMI came as expected. So really decent readings. And more than that, I think people were watching new orders that got lower from the 57 to 51 prices as before, but the deal was this business activity going pretty wild higher. From 57 we were expecting 56 and we got 58, and I think this miss on expectations is what really made a lot of choppiness in this market today. Let's go to the charts to really see what I'm mentioning. First, on the daily, look at this beautiful double bottom on last week low. That's really beautiful. These are the things that made technical analysis so important, so key for investment. On the 30-minute chart, we can see that we are in the context of this trend line, being broken to the downside as yesterday, and this pivot, look at this, also this pivot, the double bottom on the blue dot line last week low, really interesting. So what are we seeing today? Well, we are seeing the first pivot, the first resistance, a lot of choppy activity, but look at now. Nasdaq is opening up, really pushing this pivot, and the final deal is this pivot of yesterday's open and also daily level as the daily, we can see daily pivot. So on the 30-minute chart, coming back there, I was watching this thin structure on the 30-minute chart. Remember, on this flash, these kind of things in here is too fast going down, and if we approach there and we start putting pressure here, the typical thing, the usual thing as per my experience, is that we are going to basically build some movement and some momentum in this range. This range is now being extended. As you can see, this is the double bottom intraday, and quite choppy, first up, first down, a little bit of choppiness, move higher from the bottom to the top of the range, volatile, also this push lower, and finally the big push, the consolidation, and another push holding this level. What are basically today's target, in my opinion, is going to be this level, 14,950, and yesterday's complete repair of this huge red candle is going to be my final target. But manage your expectations. We are pulling a nice double bottom on the daily, and there's plenty of time, plenty of days ahead to really push the descending resistance trend line. So it's not a matter of if we are going to see that would be also nice, but I don't expect that. There's 2 more days on the week, so be really patient. Today is a nice day. Look at this trend since the London Open at 3 a.m. Since then, we are just pushing and pushing and pushing. That's like more than 300 points from the London Open overnight. So manage your expectations because today is quite a nice day. Apart from the Nasdaq, look at this nice day on the Russell. Move down, double bottom into W. I like these W's. Inverted head and shoulders, and then pushing higher into high of day. So really big day also for the Russell. People, I think, after 3 days of sell-off is starting to buy on key levels. And that's also what is happening in a lot of these stocks. Apple, it's holding this support. Microsoft holding the red day as yesterday is not as clear. Tesla is pushing this gap. Amazon, a little bit of weakness still, but look at Google. Google is trying to push this daily pivot towards April 2022 level on the gap. Nvidia, as always, super choppy, and Meta is also trying to push this descending resistance. So a lot of buyers on key levels on individual stocks, but overall the Nasdaq and the S&Ps are finding some buyers on key structure. So this double bottom is going to have a lot of eyes because I think this is a good spot for at least a swing trade in a couple of days or even a couple of weeks. What about the dollar? The dollar is in the red, pulling back. So that's giving some fresh air to equities. That's why we are seeing a little bit of push to the upside on the Nasdaq. The 1 minute chart, you can see that this slowdown on the dollar and also on the yields. Let's go back to the daily. Yields are pulling back quite heavily. I think we're quite overextended. The 2-year pulling back almost 2%. And look at this, the 10-year is, oh my God, is basically putting a nice popping tail. I think they were super extended. And don't forget about the inverted yield curve, because the inverted yield curve is something fundamentally that may destroy a lot of sentiment in the midterm. So don't forget about that. Banks were in the red, now in the green. So also some buying on this support for the financials, but overall, really decent day. I would like to see continuation from this double bottom today to this key target, at least to reclaim the rest of the red candle. And towards the rest of the week, I would like to continue pushing, perhaps doing this kind of thing, bouncing on the last week high, and then attack next week the descending trend line that everyone is watching. So that will be my forecast and at least my expectations for the rest of the days. Today, congratulations if you were long, because I think a lot of people bought some dips today and they are seeing some decent runners on this day. So I hope you had a nice day. Take some profits as always. And that's all from my side. As always, if you found this video useful, please give it a like, subscribe to the channel, because I upload every single day videos like this one, performing technical analysis, fundamental review, and for market forecast, market updates, and market recaps on several markets. So thank you for your view, for your support. And remember that discipline and risk management are key for your success. Stay safe, everyone, and see you tomorrow.